A new program for women veterans is seeking volunteers. The Legacy Exploration and Preservation Group project, sponsored by the Daughters of the Revolution and Bridgewater State University, promotes psychological health for women veterans ages 45 or older living in southeastern Massachusetts. These women veterans can share and preserve their legacy for future generations. PACTV Community News met some of the organizers to hear more about the project.
The organization has special project grants, up to $10,000 that they provide for historic preservation, patriotism, and education. I think the question became who was a deserving population to receive a stipend and have the opportunity to be in the pilot program. And I went through a lot of different folks, and one night I woke up and women veterans is what I settled on, and it felt right. And as we're screening women and meeting women veterans, we're seeing that we couldn't be more right. They really lack voice in this society as a woman veteran and as a woman, and they're telling us this would be a great place to talk with each other and to explore their legacy and to have some fun.
I believe that this program could be a great resource for the female veterans because it's important to preserve the history of veterans, female veterans especially. They've had different roles over time as far as during the different wars, and during peacetime they had their value was different, so to speak. So I think that just to show the history and how a woman who served 50 years ago as opposed to a woman who's serving today right on the front lines in combat, just to show the progression of how women have come forward in military roles.
I think they should get the same treatment that the men get. I mean, they're out there, they're fighting for us, they're on the front lines, just like the men are. And if they come home and they can't really talk to anybody, but with all these women that were in this Daughter of the Revolution, and then they can get everything out and talk to people about what went on over there.
I have hired 3 facilitators that are former graduates of Bridgewater State University's mental health counseling program. One lives in Plymouth, and she works and lives in Plymouth and thought that it was a great place, that there would be a lot of women veterans and an opportunity. Another site is Cape Cod. We have a Cape Cod resident and Bridgewater. So there's a flyer that we've been giving out, and it has all the information about participation if you'd like to be interviewed.
I got my undergraduate in psychology in 2011 and then was accepted into the graduate program for mental health counseling. So I have a great interest in the military, and I want to be working with families of combat veterans who are dealing with PTSD. Dr. Bacon asked me if I would assist her in this project, and it just seemed perfect. My interest in doing some work with veterans and the female veteran population was one that I hadn't had very much experience with. So this is pretty exciting for me. I think anything we can do for our veterans, and now I'm learning more and more, anything we can do for women veterans is very important.
I think when a person leaves the service, that they should contact, if they live in Massachusetts, they should contact the Veteran Service Officer. Every town has a veterans agent, and the Veteran Service Officer will have all the resources that that veteran will need, whether it's health care, whether it's educational benefits, whether it is filing for compensation or pension. See your Veteran Service Officer.